Hey, what's up everyone? It's Liam Bradshaw here. Welcome back to another video. How you doing? And today we're doing another entitled parents thing on Reddit because I'm running out of video ideas lately, so I thought, we'll just go and do this again. Okay, because I enjoyed reading them last time, so we're gonna go ahead and read some more of them. Okay. Uh, Entitled parent ignores my warnings about book series for her daughter, then calls her scream about the series being inappropriate. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, if you could just let me in, thank you. Okay. Hi all, a friend of mine introduced me to these types of subreddits recently and I'm hooked. It's a running joke among some of my co-workers, friends that I have a face that attracts the crazy entitled parents using beggars for whatever reason they seem to flock to me. I have so many good stories that I can't wait to share with you guys. This is going to be a long story, not sorry. They cast me, the retail worker, entitled mother, the mother BL boss lady. I used to work at a large-scale bookstore. Can you scroll down a bit faster, please? Thank you. Also, let's close that thing as well. I used... No. That's not what I wanted to do. I used to work at a lot... Oh, no, wait, that goes back, doesn't it? I used to work at a large-scale bookstore. It was common for parents to come in and ask for recommendations of their children, nieces, and nephews, and they're usually extremely grateful for the help. It was a slow night when in walks entitled parent. Now, it's been about 2 years since it's happened, and I can clearly see her walk into the store and thinking to myself that it was going to be one of those interactions. Dark brown, black hair, in the standard Karen do, shoulders set in full retirement, and that expression is so important. You know the look. You're a retail look, and I make so much more than you, so I'm better than you look. Me, anything I can help you find today? Yes, my daughter is into that Japanese cartoon thing, and I want to get her reading more. She wants more of those books for her birthday. For those of you who might not know, the Japanese cartoon thing is called anime. Yes, I know that. I do like anime as well. And a lot of time the show is based off a comic like book called manga. We had two sections of manga, one that had more mature 16 plus series, and then one for young kids that includes series like Naruto, Sailor Moon, Over High School, and Host Club. Over High School Host Club. Sorry, that's just one title, not two different shows, etc. And I took over to the first one while asking how old her daughter was. 11. What sort of things was she into? Usual kid stuff. What a child parent was okay with her reading. It'll be fine. Usually I have an idea on what the kid might like, but entitled parent was giving me nothing to work with. After some more the entitled parent rolls her eyes at me. Entitled parent, just give me whatever's popular with girls her age. Alright, I'll lead away from the 16 plus section toward the kids section where something catches entitled parent's eye. Entitled parent, I thought you said there was nothing in the section for my daughter. I turn and see that she's not the first only Puda Maggie Motorcoat much. Oh no, I know what that is. Oh no. The art style is deceiving with that series. It's drawn super cutesy and all the girls look really young and innocent. It looks like a typical magical girl series where the girls dance around and fight baddies with their powers for the first bit. It is like that until it's not. It's classified as psychological thriller and dark fantasy, and oh boy, it is it ever. Yep, I have seen that. And yeah, I watched the anime, and let me tell you, the story fucked me up for a bit. Definitely not something an 11-year-old girl should be reading, and definitely not someone a 22-year-old man should be reading either. All that series looks cute, but it's actually pretty graphic and deals with mature subjects. Not sure it would be something an 11-year-old can handle. Entitlement to consider the book manga is set up differently than the original book. It's basically backwards, so what Entitlement before was the end, the first one was actually just the beginning. Entitlement, you obviously don't know what you're talking about. It looks fine. Me, no, I watched the series. The beginner's purposely like that. There's a lot of messed up things in the series that I don't think would be suitable for a girl your daughter's age. We're allowed to say this to customers, by the way. Usually when we tell parents about the content in the book, they either thank us for letting them know and not get the book, or say that they're fine with the kids reading it. Got another story like that about Stephen King and the 70-year-old. Oh no. Oh no. If it was it or Pet Cemetery, goddamn. Entitled parent, why are you trying to stop me from buying this? Books are going out of business. No, they aren't, but okay, lady, and you need my sales. Me, I'm not trying to stop you from buying anything. I was taking you over to where there was manga that was more suitable for your daughter's age. Darby, no, you're not trying to stop me from buying. You're trying to stop me from buying. Can I speak to someone else who actually knows what they're talking about? Jokes on Tyler Parent, I was the only one working that evening and who knew anything about manga or comic books. My break was coming up and I really didn't want to fight her on this. Me, ma'am, I'm just saying that the series gets dark. If you're okay with your daughter reading that, then you can buy it. I'm just doing my job, let you know that this isn't innocent as it looks. Darby, oh my god, this is so just kid shit anyway. Mature adults don't read this type of crap. Excuse me, bitch? The look she gave me made it clear that what she said was a personal jab at me. I was 26 doing this incident, and while I might look young, same with me as well, because people think I'm under 20, I do look to be out of my teens. This biznatch had the nerve to look down her nose at me for trying to help her with her daughter's prison, and then says that, "Ah, hell no!" I felt the master's compliments start to bubble within me. If you're okay with reading her, if you're okay with her reading it, then I'm not stopping you from buying it. If that's what you think she'll like, entire parent house. And then proceeds to buy the entire series for her daughter. I'm free from her. Go off my break, telling boss lady about the entire parent. We laugh about it. Finish my shift going. My next shift. Boss lady finds me and tells me the next day they've got a call from entire parent screaming about the poor person who answered the phone that our precious baby began crying when her favorite character died in an extremely final way, and that it was that stupid girl working who convinced the entire parent that the series was perfectly fine related to. Boss lady tells lady that she can return the book she wants, but remind her to charge many times to say he wants an improvement for her daughter. Entire Braven gets to after he says that she will tell everyone she knows how horrible we are, and that she will already make a already died and still dead. Boss lady and I had a good laugh and went down there with the cashiers as the line was wrapping up around the store. Whew. Parents nowadays, am I right? Am I right? Okay. Entire mother tried to take food from our meal. Okay. Backstory. This happened literally yesterday. I have anxiety and being in public areas for long time. This direction is a nightmare for me. Don't worry. We all been there. Stay with me sometimes as well. So my family and I went out for a meal as we do every pretty normal for us. We arrived at the restaurant and after waiting stands, the waitress shows us the table and she hands us the menus. Around 5 minutes later, she comes back and we order our drinks. Around about then, a lady and her 2 children, a boy and a girl, arrive in the restaurant and don't even wait to be seated. They simply walk in and find a table. The waitress time notice what happens, so finish with us to go talk to them and ask if they would like to order drinks. The lady ordered in a very loud voice, and everyone in the restaurant could hear everything she was saying. Her kids seemed pretty shy, so just sat playing on the tablet. She finishes ordering, and waitress goes to get her drinks. Entire mom received the drinks, and the waitress asks if she like order food. She says they are already there for drinks, so she pays. At that point, it seemed like the waitress at the time had finished the shift, so she went home. The new waitress began working, and then by then our food was about to arrive. The waitress walks out to us, about to hand us the plates of food. Tell mother, excuse me, that's our food. My mum, no it isn't, we ordered it. Tell mother, yes, it's our food. Waitress, no ma'am, this is their food. They ordered it. It is for table number 12. You are table number 10. Tell mother, okay, even give me the food, I'm going to the manager. By this point, the whole restaurant was staring at disbelief. You are causing a scene. Ma'am, I own this restaurant. Please stop pestering the customers or I'm going to ask you to leave. Entire mother goes in 4A row screaming at waitress. Never doing that again. Alright, ma'am, I'm afraid you're going to have to leave the restaurant or we have to call the police. But we haven't finished our drinks. Tough luck. You should treat people better next time. That's it, I'm leaving. Thank you, ma'am. Have a good night. She left and the waitress gave us the meal for free because of the inconvenience. We actually saw her screaming at someone else after we left the restaurant too. Entire mother tends to take a meal and get out of the restaurant. Yep, that one was the shortest one I ever read. I dealt with that so quickly. Springtime Festival always brings out the best in Entitled Parents. Yesterday we had a Springtime Festival at my grandmother's school. What are they again? It was a small thing with only about 100 people showing up, but this was a country mess in Entitled Parents. An aggregation of all the 7 deadly sins: lust, gluttony, greed, sloth, wrath, envy, and pride. And today I'll share stories of all these happening in the span of 8 hours, but first, more backstory. The event was a small fundraiser for the school as well as a competition for Potagelcos? I don't know how you say it. So many of the school students came along with families and family, friends, and most of us were in a pretty great mood. It was safe around the games, and we managed 2 different games, namely Pop a Balloon and Ring Toss. Good games, by the way. I enjoyed playing those as a kid. Most of the time, just making sure kids played fair, and got the prizes they deserve. One other thing to note is that since there was competition for the Pojekos, people who wanted to vote for the best Asian dish had to buy a single-use meat ticket to get a selling food. And standing sense win the prize amount. Names will be sent as always. Entire pairing. EPP, Magnus, Enigma, me. Now on to the 7 deadly sins. I like how you added the 7 deadly sins to the story. That's a good touch. This one, in my opinion, was one of the worst, considering the event was over at school with kids around. Entire pairing decided her and her parent needed some alone time for that. My game test would be the best place to do it. Say that. As it had a closing zip flap, which me with a love of the following conversation happens. Okay, I see why this one's called Lust now, because entire pen. Hey there, I was wondering if you could help us out. Sure thing, what do you need? Well, our kids are having a ball and well, happy and I didn't have time for each other for a long time, and we were hoping you'd tell the kids you're closed so we can use your tent. You want me to tell kids that the all-day games booth is closed because some adults want to fuck? It sounds bad when you say it like that. Just tell them we want to cuddle for a while. That'll make it worth your while. At this, she reached into the man's pocket, pulling out a crumbling $10 bill, something that he was basically enough to buy a soda. Yeah, no, I think you have more luck trying the bathrooms, and if you keep asking me to do anything, I'll call the teacher at school. Yeah, you are such a brat, you know. People like you are why romance is dying. If you think fucking in a tent is in a public is romantic, I'm glad I killed that. Entire parent turned away and walked away with a huff. Strange enough, the guy looking at me with a very sad help me expression. What? Gluttony. Once it was about 1 in the afternoon, an announcement was made that the games and entertainment would be temporarily closed to allow everyone to head over to the food stalls of the festival and get some food. Everyone seemed to be in good spirits. It smells really great, and this attracted people from across the street to attend the festivals as well. Everyone taking their portions of food from the chefs they deemed looked like their first fried material, and it was always happy. Talbot made sure he got everything, even if that means nobody got anything. He was a heavy set man, finding his way past other people. I'm pretty sure his gut knocked every kid over in the process. He brought his own plate, and it was more akin to a cake pan than a plate. He opened up a large portion of rice as well as macaroni and 5 pieces of cornbread. He helped himself to massive helping of around 5 people's cooking, most of them pure shock as food cake getting piled higher. One cooking station began and saw the sea levels drop by about an inch, which he said though, the entire part of this story, he never even finished his plate. How dare you never finish a plate? Greed. Back to the game booth, we have a wonderful example of a cookie monster we call Satan Spawn the First. SS1 for reference. SS1 was a typical bratty kid trying to cut a line and trying his best to cheat without getting caught. Typical of an 8-year-old, you say, but SS1 was special. SS1 was in 9th grade, 15 years old. So basically, Illmap gaming. Every time he cut a line, I ignored him until I reached the kid. He could have gotten behind, then just maybe I'll take a ticket to take a play. It wasn't long until SS1 was banned from playing Pop Balloon as he tried to throw me with a dart while setting up balloons, commanding me to go faster. In Ring Toss, he wasn't far away from a band who just made so I can listen to the rules, standing with his whole body across the phone line, while leaving his 1 foot in there and claiming he'd still be on the line. I didn't care as SS1 couldn't throw for shit, no matter how much he cheated. The last time, however, as he was waiting his turn outside the line, of course, one of the smaller kids managed to pop 5 balloons consecutively, winning himself in the best prize and Nerf for the infamous gun. Good toy. Sponsored by Toy Store, the school was a long-time advertiser. So SS1 threw a fit, basically screeching as he tore the gun from the school kid, maybe about a year's old time, and started running away. Effectively, one of the old kids managed to trip him, and we got the gun back. Calling his parents, to which the following occurred. Why is my son crying? What did you do to him? I explained the situation to her and told her that due to his behavior, he's not allowed near the games with again. But if he really wanted that toy, why didn't you give it to him? Miss, another kid has already won it fair and square. If your son wanted it so badly, you should have played better in the games. Well, why didn't you give my son that gun and the other kid could have this? She points to an RC car in the second last prize roll, kneeling down to kid trying to convince him was the car instead. He wasn't taking the bait. Smart kid. Entire parent got upset and tried to threaten to get the boy in trouble with his parents, and he just darts out of her clutches into the crowd. That boy stole your gun, and you're not going to call someone to get it from him, pointing to me. No, because he won it, as I said. Entire parent looks at me in disgust and walks away with a ball and 5-year-old boy. Sloth. This one is not as bad, but still really trash in my opinion. One of the contestants for the competition would be constantly be sitting on a chair drinking beers with while either his son or his wife tends to the food while him barking out orders. And whenever someone said something about his food, complimenting, he was quick to say that it all came from a good amount of hard work. Yeah, right. Not much I can say for this one. One time before they were Gordon Ramsay and stole everyone else's food, holding customers when they didn't take food from him, and threatened to punch me when I made a comment of him being crazy. Where's the lamb sauce? Sorry, I had to put that in there. This one ties into the story of greed as SS1 makes a return appearance along with another stellar cast member. Satan spawned the second SS2 since SS1 from the game boot following its nerf meltdown. He restored to using his little brother to get his new sword after prize. A nerf like elite fire strike pistol. The only king in his plan was his brother didn't fare any better, and he soon called his mom again to meditate a deal. How much did they get? Toy gun. 5 points with the balloon top and 3 months scope. But he said won't be ruined as he's not allowed to play anymore. No, I mean, how much can I buy it with for cash? I think about $10,000 might do the trick. There's just probably an acceleration. It's going to cost about $400 there. Wow, $400? That's a waste of money. I mean, like, you can get, like, just get the cheapest stuff, really. EntitledParents nowadays, man. Well, you gotta be serious. What else do you want for that gun? 5 points on the balloons, 3 rings on the center pole. But you said my son can't play. I'm sorry, miss. You should have thought about that what he did when he tried to steal another kid's prize. After this try, EntitledParent and both SSs walked a short distance away as all of them glared at the kids slowly but surely picking the larger prizes. I feel like I'm gonna fucking sneeze in a minute. Their faces became sour by every win. It was satisfying to say the least. At least they gave a little wave when a large prize is won. Pride! The sin of pride reared its ugly head at the end of the day, following the wrath from the final calls for the winner. Oh, I feel like I'm still going to sneeze. Oh, the raffle going smoothly, and afterwards came the competition. In conclusion, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd came and went. I think as to keep in a light-hearted atmosphere as he joked with the contestants, giving them their prize and thanking them for their effort. EntitledParent from wrath then assumed he would naturally be first, as of course Gordon Ramsay makes the best suit and took the mic from the announcer and thanked everyone for their saying how glad he is to win. After a couple of minutes of stuns on the EntitledParent to face the announcer to ask if he did in fact win. The announcer shook his head, and to this EntitledParent to meet another person in fact won with a loud fuck. He tossed the mic onto the ground and stormed off, pissed at the world. A fun day of a world stage for the fans, from which EntitledParent there were 10 other parents who appreciated the work we were doing and even gotten tips from some of them. Okay. My bird has a taste for entitled mother blood? Okay. This might be the last one, but we'll see what happens. And some of you may know from my last post, I have 2 birds, a major Mitchell's cockatoo, Bell, and a crimson bell conjure, squishy, and 2 dogs. Only one of which, Cora, Chihuahua mix, is mentioned in this story after my event, which in my previous shows this year. I don't walk Bell needs much of public, but because Squishy is so small, he can hide in my hair. And people generally don't know he's there unless they follow his leash into my hair. And despite Squishy's distant dislike for Karens and entitled kids, has flourished into a lovely, friendly bird that will pretty much step onto anyone's hand and be funny, funky stuff. Okay, yeah. So I don't really know about your pets before Nessie Bird. My area, despite being the hotspot for Karens and entitled people, where about 90% of them is of elderly or retired people, which Squishy has affinity with and loves being around them and making them laugh in my suburbs event hall on Sunday afternoons. There is an afternoon tea for anyone who lives in the area. Anyone can tell. Most of the time, it is the elderly residents coming out of their cozy homes and socialize. A few younger people like myself, people in their early to mid 20s, and tend to also just because we generally like being around others and the older people in the area, help everyone out all the time. Bring baked goods over just because, look after dogs and cats while you're away at work, etc. Just generally love you. Nearly every Sunday after work, I pop in and Squishy and Cora around 2 to 3 p.m. and let them interact with people. Cora is always nervous at first, but gradually wanders around the room by herself, greeting her favorite people and doing tricks for bits of ham or biscuit. I table hop with Squishy, runs across tables while snatching really happily, attacking empty tea bag packets, paper cups, and empty sugar packets, pushing them off the table, straightening them and open, hopping around with one in his foot, occasionally rolling on his back for one of the braver residents. She goes tell me it is all around a great time. I would say with my elderly retired neighbours, Jim and Dot, Squishy on the table, goofing off, and Coral on the far side of the room, sitting quietly, where Xeno, the pets, and compliments from a group of ladies who walk into me and says, when in comes Entitled Mother and Nikkei. Dun dun dun. Now in the hall there is two main areas, one where meetings, afternoon teas and such are held, where the floors covered and there's an aircon, a gym-like area, polished wooden floors, where more activities take place, like the Sunday afternoon taekwondo with a large connecting door between the two. Entitled kid, a boy about anywhere between 6 and 8 wearing taekwondo gear, and entitled mother, purebred Karen in her 30s. The snack on the refreshment table is by the door, and the entitled kid and the entitled mother beeline for it, shoving cakes, biscuits, and ham and cheese sandwiches in their wide gaping black holes. Does that mean their mouths or their buttholes? No, I'm joking, it means mouths. Now they were local to the area, one of the new families, and so no one stopped them as they stuffed face. Tell mother going so far as to put nearly half a tray of sandwiches in her handbag. Now I didn't see her move, but Cora trotted over to me and told mother and Kay, hoping to make friend with the stack of doctors. When there was a screaming yelp from Cora, I whipped around and Cora ran and leaped to my lap. I looked up and see a entire kid crouched on the floor. Now I didn't see what happened, so I just gave him a fun look, narrowed my eyes and frowned and turned back to my neighbor who I saw was doing the same thing, and I petted my fur treasure. I asked quietly, did you see what happened? Jim answered. That kid grabbed her by the scruff and pulled. He glared in entitled kid's direction. Cora just had injections and it was a bit tender. She also has been grabbed like that and can be a bit dramatic. I said, yeah, don't grab your pets like that. Squishy was on a quest of mass destruction on the table. He pulled the tea bags out of the little tension on the floor one by one. His company attacking the empty tea bag with the ferocity of a fossil raptor. When entitled kid appeared, the team went to grab Squishy quickly placed my tree and Squishy said, sorry mate, don't touch him, he might bite you. So I like how this like Squishy's like just hopping on the tables, just like destroying everything. Squishy isn't the great with kids. He may bite, and when I say bite I mean just mouthing. It actually doesn't even hurt. I would say almost say it is tasting, and this kid looks at me with such disgusting face that you could even learn from mother Karen. It was like a giant one rip or announcement. Details of my menstruation. And after I looked at it, I said, "You're right there, kiddo." I laugh almost nervously. See something sounds like full on parmesan and cheese and ham sandwich down on the table. At this point, Dot had gone up and was going over to the entire mother, still suffering facially fresh from the table. He pointed at Squishy and said, "Eat it with such demand." I snorted. Sorry, buds, but birds cannot eat sandwiches. He turned and said to me again with a disgusted look and says, I couldn't help myself. I knew this kid was probably serious for some ungodly reason, but I laughed. We twisted his face with confusion. I took a little piece of arrowroot biscuit from my plate and said, give it to him off, give it to him off like this. He likes this. Squishy realized the treat was in preparation. Tip tap over, looking expectant. EK held it out. EK, tall kid, held it out. Held out the biscuit. Squish nibbled on it from between the tall kids. Dot sat back down until Mom comes home. Wow, entitled kid, he likes you, he says. Entitled Mom, didn't you say the other day you wanted a pet? How about that? Yeah, entitled kid kids. I lip lock. I hate it when people buy birds on a whim, but treat them when birds either gets rearmed or dies after a year or so of inappropriate care. So entitled mother tells me what's his name? Squishy. He is a crimson bells. What a stupid name. You should have named him Mango. She snapped seriously, looked over to my neighbors and mouthed, oh my god. Where did you get him? How much do they cost? I should have done that with this entitled mother earlier. I do apologize. Well, I had weird Squishy myself. One of his parents died about a week after he hatched, and the other parent abandoned the nest. I got them free because the chances were so at the time were good. But if you're looking to buy a tame one, they are about $400. Holy shit. Why is everything $400 today? Well, since you got them for free, we can have them free, right? $400 is too much. Excuse me? You got them for free, so we can have them for free. Ma'am, he is not for sale. He is my pet. I scooped Squishy up protectively over my chest. Ma'am, said serious. Which is Squishy? Her bird is not for sale. Stop being inappropriate. I think you should leave us alone. I told Jim about my interaction with the town earlier this year. It even went so far as to go on walks with me and the birds at first, to have my back until I got some confidence back. He is like my third grandpa. He is awesome. The entire mother scoffs and the entire kid cries, but you said I could have him. The entire kid stomps his feet on the ground. Kid, this is my bird. He is a part of my family. You cannot have him. The entire kid lunges at me. Cora snapped ground and she's super sensitive about people grabbing me suddenly and her after she and I were attacked by Steffi. A few years ago I scolded Cora but brought her close to me with one hand. Then the entire mother grabs the Squish. I clutched him more tightly as she called at my hands. The entire mother yelps and tapped her hands back. Squishy bit her. She wasn't Hold on, where was I? Squishy bit her. She wants some bleeding. From what I could see, Squishy was now well and truly pissed off out. You fucking touch me, bitch. Oh, sexual assault. Oh, shake it like a lever. Show the other fighter stand to cry. Jim Carley is standing up. Stand up. You'll need every single one of those sandwiches you pinched. Because I'll make sure the neighborhood sees you as a shit stain on humanity that won't want to come out of your golden colored shit cave. Nice name for a house. Especially one by morons like that. Entitled Mom was human. She grabbed Entitled Kid. I'm calling the police. How dare you? Everyone was staring now. She stormed out. The police were never called, and I assume she's staying in a gold-colored shit cave because I haven't seen her or something. To address some questions that happened 2 weeks ago, I don't leave the house much at the moment, but I am getting there. I have quite bad anxiety when it comes to leaving the house. One of the reasons I take Squishy with me is that I find being with my animals very stupid, also makes me concentrate on the run of my anxiety. The community has been very important, and hopefully the second time I really need to. Kid will be the final one at least one involving my animals, which unfortunately probably won't be the case. Smoke involves around a lot of entitled parents and kids. I work in Sweet Shop, my family business, and as a zookeeper at a local wildlife sanctuary. Let me know if you want to hear those, and I'll post them. Some of them are pure gold or gold-covered shit. Also, pet tags. Here are my precious animal babies. Cora, my doggo. Let's take a look at these pictures. Okay. Aww. Like how the collar just says badass. Cute dog. Okay. Squishy, my mini velociraptor. That's the thing that's been destroying all those packets on the table. Alright, and this is Belle, who wasn't in the story, but... Oh, that's the cockatoo. Okay. They're just like, I don't want to talk to you. Okay. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Alright, so... Anyways, guys, I think we are going to stop there for now, and that's it for this video. If you liked the video, remember to like, comment, subscribe for more videos, and for more Reddit videos like this one. But until then, see you later.